Hey, Sugar. Good evening, everybody, or good morning, depending on where y'all at. How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm doing amazing. Too blessed to be stressed, Sugar.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
All right, so let's get this ball rolling. So we all know what we here for, right? We here to get saucy, right? Put some sauce on it. All right, so check it out. Let me know where you guys are as far as your familiar, how familiar are you with the scanner? That's my question. Where are you guys? Are you just getting started? Have you just joined the academy? Have you been using the scanner? Are you new to it? What's the deal?
Hi, this is Yolanda. I'm new to the Academy about 2 weeks, and I've been playing around with it and actually tried to do a demo yesterday, which was an epic fail. I have no idea what happened with it. So I just watched the video a couple of times, but have a ton of questions about it with the MetaTrader 4. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Okay. And are you in the 52 weeks or no? Not yet.
Um, Not yet. So I just went to an event in Atlanta and everyone was talking about it. So I guess I'm just trying to get in the space that I need to be to make sure I'm in a good program to kind of make sure that happens.
Okay.
And hey,
Sounds
this is
good.
Samantha, and I'm Yolanda's sister, and so ditto to what she said as far as where we're at in the program.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you. Excited
Hi,
for this
this
too.
is Hi, this is Scott. Just new to the scan, learning about the harmonic scanner. Like to know how it works.
All right. Anybody else? Anybody on here familiar with it? Used to using it? Made some money on it?
Yes, this is Shanae. Yes, I've used it several times and I've made some money on it as well.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. See y'all. So, all hope ain't lost. don't feel
No, because
bad.
if I can do it, anybody can do it for real, for real.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So it sounds like we got a few people on here that have no clue. We got some people on here that have tried to play with it but have been unsuccessful. And we got some people on here who knows what it is and how it works. So that gives
Yes,
me an
ma'am.
idea of what I
Yes,
need to
ma'am.
try and cover so that
They
everybody gets
look like
that.
dreams. Look like
All right, so let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, y'all can see my scanner on the screen, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right, that's good to know. All right, so this is the harmonic scanner. And before I get into the class, I guess I should introduce myself for those of you who are fairly new, who might not know who I am or anything about me. My name is Jaclynne Lopez. I am the creator of the Milwaukee Sauce. I am also the co-creator of the 52 Weeks to Freedom course. Myself, Chad, and Mickey created the course in order to help 1,000 individuals become master traders in 52 weeks. To date, we've had a little over 700 people come through the program. So I am very proud about that. Let's see. That gives you a little bit about me. I have been with Trade Nation. It will be 3 years in February. So I am excited to actually celebrate my anniversary here coming up in the next couple of months. So a little bit of background about me. Um, Yeah, I've been in here almost 3 years. The first year it took me to actually dig in, learn the system, study the academy, develop my own strategy on the scanner, which is the reason why I teach the scanner, because it was the scanner, guys, in which is what made me successful as a trader. And if you don't know, the scanner at default, just the way that you're seeing it on my screen, is 88 to 90% accurate all by itself. Meaning that if you were to place 8, 9 out of 10 trades, you would win. Or if you placed 100 trades, you would win approximately 88, 89 trades. Now that's a good average. You're not necessarily going to win them all, but 8 out of 10 is great if you ask me. Anybody on the call willing to take those odds?
Absolutely.
And all you got to do is copy and paste some numbers. You ain't got to think about it. You ain't got to do none of that. All you got to do is be able to read it and understand what it's explaining to you so that you can actually learn from it. So I refer to the harmonic scanner as our training wheels to trading, right? And I say that because, like everybody knows, when you learn how to ride a bike, we use training wheels, right? Once we use the training wheels, that gives us the confidence that we need, right? We develop the skill set. We develop some patience, obviously, because it's going to take us some time to actually learn it. But once we actually get it, we take them training wheels off and we off to the races, right? So the harmonic scanner, what it does is it actually has trading view built into it. So for those of you who have been in this thing for a while, and even the newbies, traders use trading view as a resource to mark up charts and do their analysis, right? Because we have access to different indicators, tools and technology that we can use to actually study the market, right? So as you see, the scanner is actually pulling the information directly from TradingView. Now, you can get a free subscription to TradingView, but it's going to be very limited to what it gives you access to. Or you can pay for a paid subscription, which is going to allow you to actually transform from being a retail trader to becoming a market maker or a master trader. But why pay for a subscription as a beginner when you already have access to it? And they even put a little extra on top of it because TradingView ain't giving you no signals. It ain't marking up no charts for you. So that's the benefit to having the scanner. Any questions about that so far? All right. And as you can see, it already tells you everything you need to know, right? Now, when I train on the scanner, it's as simple as ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, colors, up, down, side to side, right? So I like to play a little game. And the first thing that I do is I'm looking for where is the D, right? Find the D. Once we locate where that D is, then we know what it is that we're actually getting ready to get into. It helps us put things into perspective, right? So when you log into the scanner, as you notice, it generated or populated a signal on the screen for me. And it actually gave me access to the most current scan, which as you see on the screen is AutoCAD. They even tell you what kind of pair it is, what kind of pattern it is. And if you notice, this is on the 15-minute chart, meaning that each one of those candlesticks represents how much price has moved over the course of time in that one direction. So in 15 minutes, price has moved that much, either up or down. Does that make sense? Y'all got to talk to me now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so what you're seeing is a visual representation of price and volume over time. Simplify this up, right? All you got to do is know where is the D. If the D is on top, it's a sell. Always. If the D is on the bottom, it's a buy. Always. Tell me why. Just by looking at the chart.
What goes up must come down.
That's a good analysis. But
Hey, this is
easier than
Joseph.
that.
Because the take profits are below the D.
Exactly. So if your take profits are underneath the D, then it's indicating a sell. And we know that the D is on top, which places our take profits on the bottom. And it's the exact opposite. If the D is on the bottom and your take profits are on the top, then it's going to be a buy. Right? You don't have to know why this works. You just have to believe that it does. And know that 8 or 9 out of 10 trades, this thing is going to do what it says it's going to do. And you don't have to second guess it at all. Set it and forget it. That's it.
But the key is to make sure that you're getting in, obviously, the entry, before that entry happens, right? Unless you're going to set a pending order. Is that correct? Because like right now, the D looks like it's at 0.9326. And the entry is like you're real close to that entry. So you got to make sure that you place your order before you get to that entry, right?
So with the scanner, here's a nugget. If the current candle is on the D, if this candle is actually moving, then don't trade it. It's not ready yet. Right?
Okay.
But if you notice that these candles have passed the D, right? What the scanner is telling you is that you can actually set what they call a sell limit, right? Because the scanner operates in limits. These are sell limits and buy limits. So it's basically saying that the price is going to come up to this point and then it's going to reverse and come back down, right? So technically, this still is a valid trade, right? But what I would suggest, and this is what I do, if I've noticed there's a trade that I'm interested in taking a look at, then I want to find if there's multiple confirmations on multiple time frames. So is that pair being called on multiple time frames moving in the same direction? That's the first thing I want to look for. So for example, our CAD is on the 15-minute, is calling for a sale. Is it on the 30-minute? No, it's not. It's not on the hour. It's not on the 4-hour. It's not on a day. Meaning that this is a very short potential setup. Meaning for me, I wouldn't take this. One, because it's moved several candles already sideways, which means it's in consolidation. And the current candle that is in has already reached almost to take profit one. So even if you got in right now on a market execution, that's only a couple pips, which ain't enough, right? That's not enough. Your spread is going to be more than that. So that's not worth it to me. I wouldn't place that trade because it's not, the scanner is not telling me that it could potentially go for an hour or 4 hours or potentially a day. This thing is going to happen fairly quickly. It might happen in one candle. The next candle, it might just shoot down, hit a take profit and be done. I wouldn't waste my time on that. I would just move on to the next scan. And if you notice, 2 other scans have already come in because now Odd CAD is now the 3rd scan on this particular broker. Does everybody see that?
Uh-huh.
So now EG is now the most recent scan. And look, where's the D now?
So it's the buy limit.
Exactly. But this is actually a good setup because look, it's in consolidation. It's in a current sale candle. This is still a valid entry. You could set a buy limit at 0.9089168, but be leery that because this is a shark pattern. Does anybody notice what's different about a shark pattern?
The shark has 2 entries.
It has 2 entries, meaning this is a much larger gap. Right? That's 22 pips of drawdown from entry to stop loss. Right? You got a 30 pip stop loss. Or if you even use this stop loss, if it pulls back 22 pips, it's going to kick you out. And it still might do the move. So be cautious about the shark pattern because it might actually pull all the way back down to this second entry and then reverse. So it might do this. It might do this. Or it might do this. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
These are both buy limits. And you can set these and forget it. You could put them in right now. If you're not confident in it, place it in demo. Just to see if
Jaclynne,
it works.
hey, would it be wise just to wait until it go down to the second entry?
Not necessarily, because it might not go down there.
Oh, all right.
Like I said, it might ricochet off this first entry. It might pull back to here and then reverse. We don't know
Which
that
take
part.
profit do you normally suggest to take, or how do you decide which take profit you're going to take?
You always want to go for take profit one.
Okay.
And then what you want to do is, as you become more advanced in this, then you'll want to actually incorporate a stop profit so that you move your stop loss into profit and continue to trail stop it so that you continue to catch the whole move. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
But as you're starting off, just so that you can get the feel of how it works, and you know, the emotional highs and lows of winning, right? And learning lessons, because, right, I don't refer to it as taking losses, because we're going to learn a lesson from it, either way it goes. And so that's how you handle that.
So if it went to take profit one, like you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you seen it still going, can you jump back in it, or should you just stay out of it?
I wouldn't, not unless
Okay.
you start to become more advanced in this.
Okay. Okay.
Only because you're going to start chasing the market. And that's a
Okay.
rule we have.
Okay.
You never want to chase it. You want to do a educated analysis, which is like a hypothesis of a science fair project, right? Think of it like that. So
Okay.
we are conducting a science fair project. We're taking a look at what price has done in the past, and we're making an educated guess based on history and what it's already done, because we know history repeats itself. And so we are determining which direction we think the market is going to move in based on
Okay.
some factors that we've learned.
Mm. Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So that's the way I would handle that. You always want to go for TP1 first. That's the safest. Secure the bag. That's another rule. If you ain't in the 52 weeks, you should be. You need to be. It's going to change your life, sugar. Most certainly. All right. So now let's just double check these. You heard what I said. EG is on the 15-minute for a buy. Is it on the 30-minute? Yes, it is. It is also indicating a buy. Is it or is it not?
Yes.
But it's not on the hour and it's not on the 4-hour as of yet. All right, so let's check it out. How many pips is that, I wonder? No, or her pills, not yet. So if it goes to the entry from where it is now, that's only 2 pips drawdown, right? From where it is before it actually would take off from the next candle. 15 pips from there. But if it actually goes from entry to your take profit 1, that's 21 pips. Take profit 2 is 37. Right? We know the market is moving in 25 and 30 pip increments. So it's probably going to land anywhere in between those two, which is why your TP1 is going to be your safest bet on this particular pair anyway. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So there you go. You got one setup right there on EG. Buy limit. And if you notice, the shark pattern actually gives you 6 possible trade ideas. So it gives you 6 possibilities to profit. One is going to be more conservative, and one is going to be more aggressive based on the pullback, right? And what type of trader you are. Guys, you got to be able to control your emotions. This is an emotions game. It's basically emotional intelligence. You have to be able to disassociate your emotions from your money. It's not personal, right? It's like the 4 agreements. Don't take it personal. Don't make assumptions. Right? Always do your best. Right? Those kinds of things. All right. So with the scanner, it's simple, guys. It has various brokers. that it gives you access to trade ideas from. And all you got to do is go in here and pick one, and you can search them all. They're going to have similar setups. And then some will call signals that others won't have. The numbers might be slightly off depending on which setup or which broker you're looking at. The candlesticks might be in a different position based on which broker you're looking at. The most important thing is, what does the chart look like on MetaTrader 4? That's what's important. Does your chart look like, or is in close relationship to what you see? Right? And just make sure that you're taking into consideration that if you're looking at a broker whose spread is slightly higher or lower than yours, then their numbers is going to be slightly different than yours, which is going to change, right, your earnings or your losses. Does that make sense? No? Yes?
Yes, it makes sense.
Okay. All right. So what I do, and this is what I do, I choose the brokers that I have accounts with first, and I work from them and I work my way down. I have an account with Hugo's Way. I also have an account with Trader's Way, and I have had an account with JAFX. That's how long I've been doing this, and JAFX don't even accept you as customers no more. Right? But nonetheless, so I start with Hugo's Way. Once I pull up Hugo's Way, it's just a matter of clicking. What is the scanner telling me that it's getting ready to do? If it hasn't hit take profit 1 yet, it's still valid. If it hasn't hit your stop loss yet, it's still valid. Because as you notice, it's moving sideways. And when I started the call, I said that the only thing this is colors, ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, and basically directions. And we already know we don't trade side to side, we trade up and down. So as long as the market is moving side to side, we just don't trade it. Move on to the next pair. Okay, keep pushing. Right? This one is still valid. Is this moving along this entry? But like I said, it's still low. Let's see how much of a return would it give you. 20 pips. So you could still possibly take this one too. Yeah, I would take that one. EG is probably a good one still to take. EG is good. Your JP Wallace, is that on multiple? Oh, that's 2 buys. Is it on there? Nope, not yet. So EJ is on 15 and 30 minute. What's RCAD? Look, RCAD already went all the way down to take profit too, and then pushed all the way back up almost to the entry. Look at that. And look, it did the move almost on the D. I wouldn't have traded this. On the D candle, it pushed down 15 pips. So if you'd have jumped in after the D candle, it would have got you in about here, and you would have caught 7, 8 pips. Not worth it. EU. Look at EU. Look, it's almost at take profit 1. Don't trade it. Now this is on the 15-minute chart, guys. If you find what was that, EU? No, that's not on there either. I'm trying to find one that's on multiple time frames at the same time. Oh, EURNZD. Let's see, that might be EURNZD is 30 minutes. Yeah. How about the hour? EURNZD, yep. How about 4 hours? Nope. Okay, so look. EUR NZD is on 3 time frames, 15 minute, 30 minute, and the hour. All calling for a sale. So look, the D candle was here. The next candle pulled up. Look, it didn't even hit the entry here, but it did the move. Let's just say if you would have jumped in here, just because you were more advanced. That's 137 pips, basically in 8 hours. And it never even hit the entry. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't see how you got the 8 hours since we're on the M15.
Right here. You see it? On my yardstick, it counts me my pips. It tells me 137 pips, or 137.5, 137 and a half pips in 8 hours or 8 bars, 8 candles. You see that?
Yes.
Yep. So that's what happened in 8 hours. This pair, EUR NZD, gave 137 pips. That's outstanding. Amazing. Look, it still has not hit the entry, but it still gave you a whole nother move. Look, it came real close. Gave you another 93 pips in 11 hours. Y'all see that? And now it's consolidating around take profit 1. How is it on the 30-minute EUR NZD? This on the 30-minute. This is how it looks. Right. Gonna count it in here. Yeah. It would have gave you a few extra pips if you would have been on a higher time frame. Y'all see that? Because you'd have been in the trade longer. So that just lets you know, right? This is just an approximate, right? It's not going to be spot on every time. Sometimes it's going to wick right up to it, and you're going to be mad based on your broker, and they're not going to wick you in. Sometimes it's going to shoot past it, giving you a pullback, pulling you into the red. And if you ain't got some control over your emotions, you're going to be on an emotional roller coaster, and you're going to be mad, cussing, fussing. Woo! You're going to be praying to baby Jesus that it turn around and don't hit your stop loss and kick you out, sugar. Right? So this is it's just an estimate. It's just an idea. Right? But it definitely will do what it's supposed to do. Check out this one here. Look at this one. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, JPY, this on an hour. Look, it didn't get you here on the D. You would have had to wait. Look at all this time you would have waited. Look at all that time. How many hours is that? That's 22 hours you would have had to wait before it actually hit that second entry, right? Up here. Y'all see that? Look how long it rolled basically in consolidation around entry and take profit one. But look how close take profit one and take profit and the entry is right here. See, this is why I would, oh, that's ugly. What is this? That's 8 pips. 8 pips from that entry to that first take profit.
Hey Josh, I got a question.
Yep.
So when it comes to the shark pattern, is it best to use pending orders for those?
All of the scanner, you always using pending orders. That's what it does. It's telling you to basically set pending orders.
Okay.
Now, me personally, the way that I trade the scanner, and I'm gonna show you, but the way that I traded market execution.
That's what I'm saying. I've never really traded it. I mean, I've traded with pending orders before, but the majority of the time I'm using market execution when I'm using the scanner.
And the reason why is because market execution is you're actually looking at the market and making your analysis at that specific moment in time. Right? So you're looking at the current candle and where it is and what it's doing, and you're making your judgment based on that. The scanner, because it's for beginners and it's trying to teach you how to assess the market, it's basically helping you not only develop your patience, your discipline, your consistency, but your confidence, because you have to set it and forget it. It's either going to win or it's going to kick you out. And it's going to kick you out either way. It's either going to hit your take profit, it's going to hit your stop loss. You're going to over leverage and they're going to boot you out, right? Because they're going to margin call you. Or it's going to continue to run until one of those 3 things happens. That's the only thing that's going to happen. So the reason that you're doing it this way is just to develop the skill set. And it's to understand what you're learning. Because can anybody tell me what's the importance of them placing the entries, the stop losses, and the take profits where they are on the scanner? Does anybody know? What are they trying to teach you?
Control.
Say it. Say it again.
Oh, it's trying to teach you control. The purpose of the stop loss is so you can stay within that 3% of risk management and control your brokerage and what you're willing to lose versus what you're investing.
Yep, but it's even simpler than that. And I'm not just talking about just the stop loss. I'm talking about the entry, the stop loss, and the take profits. What do they represent?
They teaching us to get the bag. Earn while you learn.
Yes, that's true. But from a technical standpoint, your stop loss, your entry, and your take profits are all built-in levels of support and resistance. They're teaching you how to recognize where support and resistance is and supply and demand lies. So that when you get on a naked chart on TradingView, you can see these patterns without having to have this here. You'll know where to draw your entries. You'll know where your take profit should be, where the stop loss should be, based on the levels in the market. Does that make sense?
Well, where are your support and resistance line? Like where how do you identify those on this chart?
That's what your stop loss, your entry, your take profit. Look, I'm gonna show you. This is how easy this is. If you don't believe it, take a horizontal line and draw it. and put it right there on those levels, just like the scanner is showing you, so that you can see how to mark up your chart. I told you this is training wheels, right? Everybody sees those levels?
Okay.
Watch. You see? Look, it was here. It shot up here. It came back down here. It went up, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up. It shot all the way down, came all the way back around, broke out, went up, right? Went up, came back down, went up. It's just going up the levels. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
So look, it broke out. It retested. We would have traded. It went up. It came back, almost gave you a second entry. Pulled back up, broke out, retested, traded. Pulled back, went up, pulled back, went up, pulled back, up, back, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Y'all see that? Look. And eventually, you'll be able to draw this on your own chart. Look, it broke out, came back, went up, broke down, broke. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If these weren't levels of support and resistance or areas of supply and demand, the market wouldn't respect them the way that it does. That's how you know. And that's on any chart. Look, it's going to do it over and over again. Which kind of goes back to that one question. What the gentleman said, if it gets to take profit one, what happens if I think it's going to keep going? As someone that becomes more advanced as a trader and you develop your skill set, then your take profits also becomes second or third possible entries. But you
You
have
move
to
your stop loss into profit, right?
Yes. Or it could be a whole new trade. Right? But you'd have to be more advanced to be able to pull that off. So as a beginner, your first thing is master TP1. And then go from there. Y'all got any questions? Is there anything else that y'all want me to kind of talk about?
Can you go back to, I guess, the basics? I'm still confused about when I should take a trade. Okay, the D, I get that. Can we go over that one more time? Like, what would I look at and just, because apparently you can't automatically just look at where the D is and say, okay, this is my entry point, so I'm going to go in MetaTrader 4, I'm going to put that in and put a pending order in.
Mhm.
There are certain indicators that I need to look at. I guess I'm still not understanding what indicators am I looking for, rather to go ahead and get in the trade.
When you're looking at the scanner in default, just like this, the only thing that you're really looking for is you're looking to make sure that whatever trend it was originally in, which is what the C to the D represents. So for example, What direction is the market going in from C to D?
It's in the sale. It's going down.
Right. So the market was moving this direction. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
We have to wait for the market to stop moving down. And the way that we know that it stopped moving down is it starts moving sideways. Do you see that?
Yes.
You see how it's moving sideways,
Mm-hmm.
right? All right. Once you see that it's moved past the D, right? Once this candle is no longer moving, right? And we're on, let's say we're on this candle. Let's say none of this has happened yet, right?
Okay.
We on this second blue candle. Let me see if I can blow it up, make it bigger. Let's see. Let's say the market looks like that, right? You see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The D is done, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's pulling up on the blue. You can set your buy limit because you know that it needs to come back down here in order to move up. That's the analysis that the scanner is telling you, right? So
Okay.
all you're doing is looking to see what that candle is after the D. And if it has actually come back to retest the entry. Do you see it? You see where it tested the entry here on this candle?
Okay.
You see it? You see the red wick?
Mm-hmm. And the wick counts, correct? So we were
Yes.
counting the wicks. Okay.
Yes. Now, that's the point I was making about the brokers. Some brokers play games, sugar. So if they are fluctuating your spread and you have an order sitting there, there are times where you'll notice where it will wick it, but if your trade does not cover the spread, it won't actually activate the trade. Does that make sense? So if your entry is at that price, but price doesn't actually pull down below it to cover the spread, it won't actually activate. Even if your entry was correct, because you didn't have it, it didn't move in a direction in enough momentum to actually activate the trade. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
So,
So basically, I'm looking at my D.
yep.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I was just going to go back over what you just said and make sure I had it.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
I pull up my chart. I look at my D. I'm going to look past the candlesticks of my D. I'm going to look for that, that push upward motion, but I'm going to be looking for it to be coming back down to the entry to know that it's a good trade to go ahead and take to see what it's been doing. But if it's in consolidation,
Yes.
I'm not going to do it at that moment because it's just going side to side. I'm looking for it to go up and down.
So now, if it's in consolidation, you can place the entry because you're placing an order.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm telling you is basically you're waiting for the market to actually come to that point or that price and then activate or pull, right? If the market don't come to that point, it's not going to activate. And if you notice, okay, so say for instance with this trade, this candle was at the entry. There were people that had the order and it might not even let them place the order. So they might have had to market execution if they wanted to take this trade and take it at this particular candle. Right? But if they entered here, they would have actually been caught in this trade now for 3 hours and 15 minutes moving sideways. and
Mhm.
it's only gone up 5 pips. So for 5 pips, you've basically been in consolidation for 3 hours. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what you would do is in a situation like this, you still have the opportunity to actually place a limit, because it might come back down here again before it goes up, right? But as you become more advanced, and if you see this thing is actually moving in this direction, like in this situation, you could actually do a market execution and jump in now. But if you jump in now, just be aware that if it pulls back to the entry, it's going to look like you're losing money because you're going to be in the red.
Mhm.
Do you see what I'm saying? So that's where the emotion comes in. You have to determine what type of trader are you. Some traders don't like to trade with market execution because they're basing their decision off of what the market is doing right now. But then there are some traders that only like, you know what I'm saying, market execution, and they won't place any orders because their analysis is more advanced and it tells them certain things that affect the market, and so they choose not to use orders. So all of these things become personal choices as you experience your journey as a trader. And that's why the scanner is important, because it's just there really to help you learn the process and be able to make money at the same time. So my suggestion is, if it hasn't hit take profit 1 and it's still close to the entries, then it's still valid. But do your analysis by all means and determine whether or not you really want to take the risk. Do you want to place the order here and wait and see? Is it going to activate and come back to this particular price point and then go up to take profit 1? Or do you want to be more riskier and just say, shoot, I know it's going to take profit 1 based on my analysis. I'm confident in my trade. And so I'm not worried about a little pullback. My account can handle, let's just see, if it was to pull back all the way 17, I would say 20 pips. I wouldn't push it closer to that stop loss, but yeah. So if your account can handle a 20 pip stop loss or can handle a 30 pip stop loss, then by all means, take the trade. That's where you have to separate the emotion from. This is money that you've already set aside, Sugar, to make an investment. You can't worry about whether or not you're going to take a lesson from it. Can't worry about that, because if you do, you're going to manifest what you think about. So if the scanner say this is what it's going to do, then you need to be confident that this is what it's going to do. And if it don't do that, then there are some extenuating forces that are manipulating the market. And then as you advance your education, you'll learn how to protect yourself from those instances as well, which are things that we're going to teach you in the 52 weeks. Does that make sense?
No, that was really, really, really helpful. And so also in this example, the 2 entry points that they have here, if I'm going to do a pending order with it, being that I'm a beginner, just to be on the safe side, am I taking the first one or the second one? Or am I going to go to the one closest to my consolidation area?
Teaching moment. Take them both. Place them in demo and see.
Oh, okay. I didn't think about that. Okay, you could do both. Okay.
Why not? This is an opportunity to do, this is an opportunity to do 6 different trades. You can use this entry would take profit 1, this entry would take profit 2, this entry would take profit 3. You can use this entry would take profit 1, this entry would take profit 2, this entry would take profit 3, and all of them have the same stop loss.
Oh, okay. So just make new orders for each one of those.
Each one of them, and just see what happens.
Okay, makes total sense. Okay, thank you so much.
Right? You
Mhm.
gotta remove. It's like we know right now everybody likes to play the little games on your phone, like Candy Crush and all them other little games. It's kind of like that. You gotta like put yourself in the frame of mind as this is a game. I'm playing Find the D, but this game is the only game that's gonna make me some real money.
Gotcha.
And that's it. That's how you have to look at it at first in order to change your perspective, because this is a mind shift change. This is shifting your mindset from the way you used to think about money to the truth about money. It's a whole lot easier than they really make it out to be. And truth be told, they don't even teach us this stuff.
Mhm.
So, all right. Any other questions? Nope.
Yeah, that might be about all my brain can handle for right now, just to get the start part, because I don't know what I did yesterday. I'm gonna try it again. I guess my only other question too would be about the 52-week program. How do you make sure that you're locked into that and actually are attending everything you need to be to make sure that you're progressing the way you need to be progressing?
So the 52 weeks, the way that you get into it is you send me a message on Telegram with a screenshot of your renewal date so that I know you're active in IM and you have access to the scanner.
Mm-hmm.
And then you cash app me $10, which is a one-time $10 fee, which gives you lifetime access. As long as you remain active in IM and Trade Nation, you will have access to the 52 weeks and any information that we share. So once you do that, I plug you into our main Harmonic Scanner group, and then I plug you into a study group depending on where you live. And
Okay.
then that study group is where you're going to get your support from. Each Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific, we do a live class. And right now I am the current educator, and we are recapping the last 40 weeks
Okay.
to pull everything together. So if you want to join, that would be my suggestion, is take advantage of it, because it's going to change not only the way you look at the charts, the way you look at life, and how you develop into a trader. And so
It'd be the best $10 spent.
it'd be the best $10 you ever spent.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, sugar. I mean, like, you can't go wrong, honey. Like, the information that we provide, the tools and the technology that we offer is above and beyond anything that you're going to find in the academy, right? It's not offered on any other team in IM at all. It's something that we created specifically for Trade Nation to make sure that we're all successful as traders. Now, just before we go, I want to make sure that I show y'all what the Milwaukee sauce looks like, just so you got a sneak peek of what it looks like if you haven't seen it before. The reason why I created it is for the very reasons that you was talking about before. That the scanner, there are times when it doesn't actually come to the entry and it actually still does the move. Or there are times when it will blow right on past, hit your stop loss, and then reverse and still do the move, right? With the Milwaukee sauce, what I was able to do is utilize some indicators, and it actually helps me to perfect my entry. It allows me to know when the market is ready based on what the scanner is telling me. So what I did was I actually applied some indicators on here, right? What is that? That's odd. That's a good one. It'll show you a good analysis of what it does for you. And this is a good one. Check it out. I'm always looking for the cross. And with the sauce, I'm looking for the blue to be on top, right? The blue to be on top for a buy, or the red to be on top for a sell. That's not really a clear one. It is, but it isn't. I don't really like the way that looks. Not to give y'all what I want y'all to see. Let's see. Does it give me a good one? Yeah, it's perfect. Check it out. The scanner called for a sale, did it not? Did it ever come up to the entry?
No.
No, it didn't.
It never came up to the entry. But it did the move, did it not?
Yes.
Yes.
So what happens for me is I get an alert on my computer based on where these crosses happen. And when I get the alert, I come in and I mark my chart up just like this. And I draw a vertical line straight down based on where that cross happened. Once I know where the cross is, I'm looking for, is the red on top? Right here, let me move this just because I want that. Is the red on top? Is the red on top? Is the red on top? If the red is on top, I sell. Just that easy. I do market execution because I'm going off of what the market is currently doing right now. I'm not basing my decision on whether or not it's coming up to the scanner's potential entry. If the market is telling me that the market is moving in one direction based on my analysis on my indicators, then I jump in with market execution and I ride the wave. And if you notice, from that cross down here to the lowest point is 130 pips in 6 hours and 45 minutes, which is past take profit 2. Does everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which is basically from cross to cross. So with the Milwaukee sauce, I actually give you the opportunity to trade from cross to cross, which is actually 104 pips in 7 hours and 15 minutes. And that's at take profit 2. Everybody sees that?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Check it out. Here's my buy. I got another alert as soon as this cross happened. So I got out of the sale and now I jumped into the buy. And I rode it until it crossed again. Now this time, the blue is on top, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
This.
Mm-hmm.
There's a blue indicator here. Here, let's see if I can make it. Y'all see it. Here, let's see if I can get closer to it. My blue is on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
The blue is on top. The blue is on top. I buy. You can't get no easier than this, Sugar. If you can come in and recognize that the blue is on top, you know which direction the D is, right?
Yeah.
That was how many pips? If I got in here and I rode this wave to this cross, That's 100 pips in 7 hours. That's a day's work. Who don't want 100 pips in 7 hours?
I sure do.
All right, check it out. You just caught that you just caught that 100 pips in that 7 hours. You got off work, and let's just say in 6.5 hours, you just caught another 90 pips. You were sleeping, you caught 90 pips.
Well, and that's in the same pair. That's nothing. You're just riding the wave of that same pair.
Yes, which is the reason why with the 52 weeks, I tell you, you need to master one Forex pair and make $100,000 on that pair before you try to trade anything else.
Woo.
So can I
Yes.
ask you, do we have to set this up on our desktop, or is this all can be on our phone to make all these? You're going to teach us how to do all these little different lines and waves and everything, or?
Yes, actually in class 2, in my second
Okay.
class, because I teach the first 12 weeks of the 52 weeks. My second class, not only do I teach you how to build the Milwaukee sauce on the Harmonic Scanner, but I teach you how to build it on an iPhone as well as an Android on your MetaTrader 4, so that you have the Harmonic Scanner mobilely on your phone.
Okay. Now, also, should I have this on my desktop then also, or?
Yep,
Okay. Okay.
yep.
And when are we kicking off the 52 weeks? Is
You
it
can
just going to
join
be?
it now. We let
Okay.
people in every day.
Okay, great. I'm gonna send you a message on Telegram and get
Yes,
your
ma'am.
Cash App, and I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot my stuff to go ahead and get it going.
Yep, and I will let you in because we have class tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
Okay, so I got a question. I just joined the 90 to 52 weeks also. So what,
Yep.
you notify us by what the Telegram or whatever it is?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
and then it tells us how to connect to you to get into the class.
Yes. So basically what happens is each week, 30 minutes before class, sometimes it's 15 minutes depending on how my schedule is running. But typically it's usually about 15 to 30 minutes before each class, I will post the Zoom link into your study groups and into the main Harmonic Scanner group, letting you know what the link is and the password so that you can join the class.
Okay, and that is that usually in the morning? You're saying that is that in the morning at 9 o'clock or whatever you're saying?
Nope, it's 9 p.m.
Okay, 9 p.m. Okay. So all I have to do is really look into the what the which I'm sorry because I'm kind of new at this, but
No worries.
what do I look into to make sure I get the the sign in, the Zoom sign in and everything, the class sign in?
Have you already been assigned to study group?
I don't think I have a study group. I just signed because you made us redo everything. Remember how we
The purge?
redid? Yeah, the purge.
Okay.
So,
So
and
what
I
you do,
was new.
Sugar, this what you do, Sugar. Send me a message on Telegram and I'll double check to make sure that you're in the main group and in your assigned study group based on where you live. And then that way, when I send out any type of announcements, any type of playlists, videos, any type of tools, anything that I post or any of the leaders post, you'll have access to. You'll get a notification that we've posted something in the groups.
Okay, so I'm in Los Angeles, so all I had to do is just go to your site and then just text in there Scott from Los Angeles or something like that, or?
Yep, send me a message on Telegram saying, hey, Sugar, this is Scott from Los Angeles, and I'm trying to make sure I'm in my study group.
Okay,
And
okay,
I'll add you to the West if you aren't already in there.
okay. I'll do that for sure. Stan turned me on to this. I had so much problems trying to get this done, but okay, I'll do that for sure. I want to make sure I learn this.
Oh, no worries, Sugar. You get plugged in and you definitely gonna learn this.
Okay.
All right. Okay,
Okay.
Sugar. If y'all ain't got nothing else for me, y'all done seen it. Y'all done seen it for yourself. I done gave y'all some setups that y'all can take a look at and y'all can actually place in demo or place in live, depending on what you want to do, Sugar.
I
And
got
I actually showed you how I trade. Yep, go ahead.
one other question. You said from C to D, if it's going sideways, you don't trade, you just wait until it makes a move. Is that correct?
So
when it's going C to D, and you said if the market goes sideways, I thought you said don't do anything. Is that right?
So look, for example, you see where C is, right?
Right. Okay.
You see where D is.
Right.
Which direction is it going from C to D?
Up.
Which means what goes up must come down.
Right.
Right? It
Right.
got to D, but did it really go down? What happened? What did it do?
Went kind of sideways with a dip.
Right. So this here is technically all consolidation. You see it? It's all moving sideways.
Okay.
You don't play in the street.
Right. Exactly. You don't play in the street.
Okay.
So I say, you know what mama say, you don't play in the street because you're going to get run over. So we don't play in consolidation. When it's moving sideways, it's not a true move.
Okay.
See it? So it gives you an up, it gives you a down, it gives you an up, it gives you a down, but it's not a definite move. It's really moving sideways.
Okay.
You're looking for this move.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or you're looking for this move.
Okay.
Look at the difference in this.
Yeah, I see it. Ooh.
If you go from, let's say, here to here, right? That's 33 pips. But look
Okay.
at the difference if you go from here to here, that's 167 pips,
Okay.
right?
Right.
That's how you want to look at it.
Okay. Okay.
You're looking for the bigger moves.
Okay.
They're safer.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, once you get better at it, you by all means, 30 pips. 30 pips. Listen, sugar. All you need is 30 pips. 30 pips a day, one trade a day. It's gonna change your life. You ain't got to do nothing but live your best life, honey. I'm just telling you that you can make more than 30 pips.
Okay. Okay.
Right? I'm just saying. I mean, truth be told, I mean, you know, 52 weeks, we give you a trading plan that's gonna go from $150 to 1.2 million in 13 weeks, all off of 30 pips, sugar, one trade a day.
I'm ready.
Yes, I am ready.
I'm ready.
Oh my goodness. I'm definitely I'm speaking it. I know it will happen. I'm just
It's
like I gotta
already
get
done,
ready.
sugar.
It's
It's
done.
already
Yeah.
done, sugar. It's done. You just gotta put the ball in motion. Now you know you got the tools available to you. The scanner gonna do all the work, sugar.
I got one other question. So
Yep, go
now
ahead.
these brokers, how you go on here and you go to the brokers.
Yep.
Are they all the same, or do we stick with Hugo's way or
Nope. So look, this is EURNZD, right?
right?
On the 15-minute. And
Okay.
that's FX choice. EURNZD. Same thing. Different
Okay.
broker.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
You just want to make sure. EURNZD. Same thing. They're going to basically call out the same thing. Some brokers might call out the signal faster than others.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
So that's like a security check for us that is going the
Yes.
way. Okay.
Further confirmation. You need 3 confirmations to place the trade.
Okay.
Which is the reason why I'm looking over multiple time frames.
Okay.
Right? Because I want to know based on time, right? You looking at price over time. So you want to know over the course of time, is this thing gonna do this? Is the scanner saying that it's gonna potentially do this same move over several different time frames?
Okay.
Which
Now,
is one confirmation.
Is there any type of multiple time frames that you use together, or you just kind of decide by yourself, or know, like, oh,
so it depends on, it's a personal choice. It depends on what type of trader you are. If you are a scalper, you're going to trade on the 15-minute or lower.
Okay.
If you are intraday, you're going to trade 1 hour, 30 minutes. You see what I'm saying? Your 15 minutes is going to set up for the 1 hours, right? Because basically your trade is going to last for a day. right?
Okay.
Intraday, right? You
Right.
expecting the trade to be finished in a day's amount of time. If you're on an hour, 4 hour day, now you looking at trades that's going to possibly take a couple days, could possibly take a week. You looking at weekly setups now.
Okay.
You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
As you progress into the higher time frames, you're looking for the trade to last longer, which is going to give you a larger turnaround, but you have to be able to withstand that.
Oh,
Because
okay.
can you stay in a trade for 30 days?
I don't want to.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, but that's the mindset that you have to have. You have to think this platform was created by Christopher Terry. He's trading these types of trades, right? Let's see if I can find something. Let's see if it'll give me a good. So look, check at this. This is on the 4 hour chart. Right? That's a day in 4 hours. But that's 464 pips.
Mm.
Yeah. But can you do, I mean, can you have a combination or is that not advised?
Yes.
Okay.
What you should be doing, and these are things that you'll learn as you complete the academy, go through the 52 weeks, is you're doing top-down analysis. It's like the best analysis that I can give, or analogy, I should say, that I can give is an artist that paints a mural. When you're looking at the higher time frames, you're looking at the bigger picture. You've zoomed out and taken a look at this beautiful masterpiece. But as soon as you start moving down to the smaller time frames, you're zooming in on the picture and you're looking at a specific point of reference in that particular painting. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So you're using a combination of things, but it's still based on what type of trader are you. Me, for example, I'm more of an intraday and swing.
Mm-hmm.
I like to look at the 1 hour and 4 hour because I'm looking at it from a market maker's perspective, and I'm looking at trades that could potentially last all week. I'm looking at a setup that I want to know, is this trade or is the market on this pair going to move in this same direction all week? And how many pips is it going to give me over the course of the entire week? So if I enter my trade on Sunday and I know that GBP NZD is going to sell all week, then why wouldn't I be able to sell all week on that one pair?
Mm-hmm.
And if I know how many pips that GBP NZD gives me on a weekly basis, then why would I second guess myself if I already know that it's going to give me potentially 500, 1,000 pips in a week?
Wow.
I don't have to trade nothing else but that one pair, that one trade all week.
Oof.
Master tradership. I am so thankful and grateful now. I have patience, discipline, consistency, and confidence so that I am a master trader. And that is our affirmation for the 52 week sugar.
Wow.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll
Yes.
have to tell everyone this quick story before I go. So I'm in Atlanta and I went to Taco Tuesday last week and met a few people. And I also went to a local event. And so I ended up meeting Chad and Mickey, who were awesome, by the way, just great motivators and, you know, just had everybody just ready to go. Loved it. And so, of course, I have no idea what I'm looking at. And so he pulls out his phone and he says, I want you to take a picture of, you know, this, and once you realize what it is, you might faint, right? So I'm looking at his phone and I took a picture of it. So about as the week went on and I'm joining some of the classes, I listened to some of the elite level stuff, even though that's totally confusing, but the lingo and the language helped me out. So then I go back to the picture and I'm like, I literally almost passed out, like seriously. All on US 30. I didn't even know what US 30 was, you know, at that time. And I'm like, oh my God, it's like 100K in a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. And US 30 sugar is an indice. So like you put your house on it. Like you
Mm.
could make a house in a matter of minutes. It's moving thousands of pips, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of pips. Like them indices is moving. But you can't move into that space without learning Forex first.
Yes.
Mm.
You don't even want to. You listen, honey. You don't want to play that game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can if you want to,
Oh,
but
no,
you're gonna be
ma'am.
heartbroken. You're gonna lose a whole lot of money. Take it from personal experience.
Slow and steady wins the race. I'm okay with the process. I'm a trust the
52
process.
weeks, sugar. 52 weeks. 52 weeks. I'm trying to tell you, don't try to speed it up. 52 weeks.
I'm coachable, teachable. I'm ready. I've already actually sent you my information, so I'm ready.
And I got you plugged in before tomorrow's class.
Okay.
So I gave y'all a whole lot. I mean, hopefully it wasn't too overwhelming, and I didn't lose nobody because we had a wide variety of people on the call. But there you have it, sugar. At least you got to meet me. I got to greet you. You got to see how I trade.
We appreciate it. We
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
so much.
Good
All
job.
right, sugar. See y'all later. Good night or good
Good
morning.
night.
Oh, good morning.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.